Welcome guys to your daily dose of UFC. Don't forget to punch that subscribe button. Let's get into this. Santiago Ponzinibio. The first thing that comes to mind is savage. This dude comes in to break your face early and makes money. Yes, I know he got caught with a left hook his last fight, but he was on a 2-year layoff, and let's not forget, the dude had a bone infection. This dude who beat up Mike Perry and Neil Magny, and not the washed up Mike Perry, the good one. He was on a 7-fight win streak. That is not normal. That is pretty epic. Maybe I have a soft spot in my heart for Santiago, but that doesn't mean I'll pick him in this fight. I will think about picking him. But let's start out with Miguel Beza. This dude knocked down Mike Brown twice and got a submission against Takashi Sato. The dude is a frogman himself, and he doesn't mess around. Why else would he be 10-0? Miguel is the opposite of short. He has a reach advantage in this fight and height. Also younger, all good things to have in this fight. Miguel should capitalize on Santiago dropping his hands. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I think Santiago needs to come out with a more grapple-heavy game plan. He is a BJJ black belt. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Miguel wins on the feet all day, in my humble opinion. He will piece up Santiago on the fight, standing. Something has always impressed me about Miguel. It must be his striking defense. The dude doesn't take much damage. He likes to throw those nasty leg kicks and well-timed power shots. Miguel has been training at MMA Masters. It's a good gym with good people. I think the big difference in this fight for me is that I see more potential in Miguel. I'm actually surprised Miguel isn't a bigger favorite here. If Miguel avoids the big shots, which he should, he takes this fight easy. I think my favorite fight was Matt Brown. Miguel really showed me he's a crazy motherfucker. We still have more to talk about, guys. Miguel stays behind a strong jab. He showed that in his UFC debut. He won't give you opportunities to land clean. Miguel is going to offer a more technical fight, and Ponzinibio is going to get irritated. If he can't land takedowns or land that big strike, Miguel is going to break him mentally and physically. I think after seeing the Takashi Sato fight, Miguel should maybe even shoot for some takedowns. If he is legit on the ground and knows it, he will mix in takedowns. I just see more paths to victory. Ponzinibio really has some balls taking this fight. It's not an easy one. Best of luck, Ponzinibio. The co-main event. I'm gonna say this right now. Everyone should be rooting for Walt Harris. The man has been through a lot, and I feel terrible for him. I will be holding my breath in this fight as haymakers are flying. The big ticket is coming off 2 losses, though. Alexander Volkanovski and Alistair Overeem. He was so close to taking Alistair Overeem out until he threw that head kick and tripped. Don't get it twisted, guys. Walt will put anyone to sleep. But some big worries for me in this fight is Walt has horrible cardio and is 37. I like Walt Harris as a person, but not for betting. I'm just rooting for the guy. Tybura has been looking very impressive recently, and Tybura is on a 4-fight win streak. This guy is from Poland, and he has that Polish power. If Walt doesn't get a knockout in round 1, I fear for his chin, because Tybura has a better gas tank. One thing I do like about Harris is his reach advantage. He is more explosive with his hands, but that only lasts so long. So Walt in the first is going to be super explosive, technical, and look sharp. But this fight is sketchy, betting-wise. I think Tybura is great. My heart goes to Walt. When we look back at the Alistair Overeem fight, I got caught up picking Walt because I felt bad. Because of what happened to his daughter. As a predictor, I gotta pick logical. I can't bring emotions into this. I knew Volk was a horrible matchup for him. As we've seen, Walt got outclassed that fight. Unless you have great wrestling and you can use it, Volk pieces you up, anyone, standing, until he gets caught like the Derek Lewis fight. We haven't seen Walt win against a high-level competition. When I think about Tybura, I see a well-rounded fighter, and gritty. He will not quit. The only question is his chin holding up. That Ben Rothwell fight was a war. That's where he really showed me his grit and well-rounded attributes. Look what he did to Greg Hardy, similar to this fight. Greg Hardy gassed out. I see the same thing happening here. Walt, that gas tank goes, and Tybura comes in for the kill. So Tybura, let's talk about his chin. Augusto Sakai took him out and he lost to Derek Lewis. It is possible he gets caught, but the man has been showing improvements. The big ticket to win is just so hard for me to see personally. I see him getting knocked outside the first round. Like it's all luck at this point. I think Walt will hurt Tybura on the feet early. I just don't think he has what it takes to finish him. This is very interesting to me. Walt Harris, we haven't seen his takedown defense. What happens when Tybura can't land takedowns? I don't want to hurt my reputation on predictions, so I'm going to take Tybura here. God help me, this is a hard one to predict. Drop your comments below what you think. The main event, Rozenstruik vs. Augusto Sakai. I fell asleep watching Rozenstruik vs. Cyril Gane. It was that boring. I can't see this fight being the same. When Rozenstruik showed up on the UFC, he was knocking dudes out left and right. I've been watching his fights since he joined. I remember after the Andrei Arlovski fight being so high on him into the Alistair Overeem fight. I shut that fight off thinking I lost my bet. I was so angry. And my God, was I wrong. Then he fought Francis and didn't end well. I think everyone's seen that coming. Horrible style matchup for him. Comes back and takes on Junior Dos Santos. In round 2 he knocks him out. Then we got the Cyril Gane. I was expecting that fight to be a banger. What the heck happened? He has to be hungry now for a knockout in this fight. He needs to redeem himself after that embarrassment. Obviously his 2 losses were to high caliber opponents, so he is live here for the win. Augusto is more of an opponent on his level. It's a good matchup for him. Augusto is going to be a little slower, but also he has some power in those punches. He showed a lot of grit and heart in his last performance and came up short against Alistair Overeem, but still a good fight. What I like about Augusto is he knocked out Tybura. I will give him that, but this man needs to shed off a few pounds. I think it would do him some good. Let's take a look at the volume he throws. All you need to know is that he has a higher output than Rozenstruik, so it shouldn't be that boring of a fight. Augusto is a durable fighter as well, as Alistair had him bloody and landed good shots. I think Rozenstruik is coming into this fight more confident that he isn't going to fear Augusto's power. Hopefully that doesn't get him caught. I'm going to make a confident pick here and take Rozenstruik, just because he wants to win and I think it's lower level competition. Betting-wise, I think it's a smart play. I'll take him. Please, Sakai, don't use your grappling in this fight. I hope it stays on the feet. If not, it could be like the Alistair fight. And then when he's losing, he just pulls out a trick. This is a fun fight, and I really hope they settle business on the feet, and we get to see a great knockout. Thank you for watching UFC Vegas 28 Predictions and Explanation. If you guys liked my video, hit that subscribe button and like. And if you have any video ideas for future, drop them below.